All right, have not fans. Now, one of the big things the characters been doing the past episode is pretty much been dividing into groups. You have those who are getting into trouble, those who are trying to get out of trouble, and I guess the biggest thing here is the exchange of power from one character to another. One of the big power shifts this season is Candace Young, who seems to be plotting a revenge against pretty much almost every character on the show right now. But let's just focus on one character on this particular video. We're talking Erica. Now, I know I've done at least 10 plus videos on this character, but it's really hitting home right now that Erica has nowhere to go. Now, we know she's in the house with David and whatnot, but look at the fact that Candace knows where he lives now. Veronica is, well, last season she said she wanted to get in on the plan against David. We have yet to see that happen yet. I mean, look at the fact that she was in the hospital, Candace was in jail. I'll give it a couple more episodes to see exactly what happens with that. But look at the fact that Veronica is most likely going to try to get through David, well, to David through Erica. And also you look at the fact that Candace wants to get his money. Here's how I'm looking at this scenario. Let's say that we're looking at I wouldn't say a square. Well, yeah, let's say a square. One corner is David. He's pretty much by himself. Little does he know that Erica, who he thinks is with her, well, with him, is working against him as well for Candace, who wants to get money as a revenge for, oh, remember, you sent Oscar after me to get that money that was mine, even though she extorted that from the Criers. But then you have in the other corner, the final corner, we have Veronica, who wants to just make David's life a living hell. And also, she sees nothing wrong with possibly getting rid or eliminating Erica just to break David down, because that'll be 3 for 3 in terms of women. Maggie Day, Jennifer, even though it wasn't like David wanted her. I mean, we don't know. That's another problem. She was killed off because it seemed like those two may have had a past, but it was never really explained. But we could just say that another woman that he had, I wouldn't say sexual attention towards, but I'd say most likely some affection to, or at least in the previous life, if you will, but it didn't work out. Then you have Erica, who's the current woman in his life, who he doesn't know is working for an even bigger plot against him. So right now, with no Warlock or nobody else in her corner, because even Candace pointed out, how does it feel to be in these streets by yourself and nobody watching your back? She's being, basically Candace is treating Erica like Veronica treated Melissa when she was first introduced, in terms of, you're carrying my grandchild, you do exactly what I say, you're going to marry my gay son, and all of this and that. Erica, I honestly don't know what she has left to offer to the show. I really don't. Same thing with Melissa after the car wreck. I mean, literally, this personality shift is pretty interesting. I just want to see what they're going to do with that further. But I just feel like in terms of Erica, I don't know what's left for her to do. I mean, because remember, she's being used in 2 different ways. At least to me, we know the main one is Candace, in terms of you're going to seduce him and then rob him of his money. That's pretty much it. I want to get everything from this guy. That's why Candace, like, you know what? Forget about that $100,000. I'm getting everything. Like Cat Williams, everything. Then when it comes to Veronica, basically Candace wants to destroy him financially. Veronica wants to just destroy everything in terms of his spirit, his morale, probably to the point where, okay, you know what? If I can't have you, then nobody can. Like, you want a divorce, fine, but you're not going to get with any other bitch. So basically, she's going to do whatever it takes to eliminate any woman in her path. Now, the question is, let's say if Veronica and Candace actually work together, would Veronica agree to the terms of the plan? I mean, remember, she said she wants in on the plan, but we know Veronica has her own agendas here. What I'm thinking is, the big question is, will she allow Erica to be alive long enough for Candace to pretty much take all of his money and then eliminate Erica? That's a big question there. I mean, I'm guessing maybe that Veronica and David have separate accounts, because I don't think Veronica would knowingly let Candace take all of David's money when she might have money in that same account as well. That's what I'm thinking. Especially look at the fact that Candace Young and Veronica have never had the best relationship. There is some sort of twisted kind of respect for each other in a way. That's how I see it. So my question is, will Veronica actually allow Candace Young, of all people, to take all that money? We'll just have to wait and see. But Erica, I do not know what she has. I mean, the only thing is her actually revealing the plan to David and stuff like that. But let's say hypothetically it gets to the point where Candace has pushed Erica too far. Erica has no job, no money or whatever. It gets to the point where she reveals the truth. It's like, David, you're a good man. I can't do this to you. You're about to be destroyed. How would David react to that? I mean, will he just throw her out on the streets? If he did, that's literally the end of her life, because Candace or Veronica will probably just take her out because you snitched or you failed or, you know, this or that. So Erica, the only way I could see her getting an out is if she legit runs away, or if she tells David the truth and then David's like, you know what? Fine. You scam me, but I still care about you, and I care about you enough because you told me the truth. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe. I really don't know. Here's another thing. Let's kind of break it down here. What I'm going to use as an example is just a theory, because we haven't seen enough of it yet. Look at the fact that David, the male, wants a divorce from Veronica. Veronica is scheming into a plot with Candace, which involves him losing his money. Pretty much David is the one who wants the divorce, but is unaware of a bigger scheme to take his money. Look at Catherine, who wants a divorce. She's a female, from Jim. She is probably going to get into a relationship or some kind of whatever you want to call it with Broderick, the young man who is the manager, I believe, at the hotel, the Artesian Hotel. He's in a bigger plan to take her money, which is like Erica, who is a young potential partner for David, who, again, unbeknownst to him, wants to take the money. David is blinded by the fact that, oh man, this is a beautiful young woman, and after everything I've been with through this crazy wife, I lost Maggie Day. You know what? I want to shack up with her, even though I don't know anything about her. Then most likely will be robbed blind. Look at Catherine, same situation. I want to get a divorce. Everything, all the hell Jim put me through. Here's a nice young man. I want to get with him. Then it's going to be part of a bigger plot to take all the money. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I feel like Jim Cryer is going to swoop in and then try to save Catherine from herself, but Catherine doesn't want to have anything to do with it. When she finds out the truth, if she finds out the truth about Broderick, I could see her killing him in cold blood. When it comes to David finding out the truth about Erica, Veronica most likely isn't going to swoop in. I doubt that, because she doesn't know the full scheme yet. I need to see how Veronica reacts to finding out the plan against David, because Erica is an essential part for Candace's plan to get the money. We don't know what Veronica's plan is. As of right now, we only know that Veronica wants Erica terminated. That's pretty much all we know. So with that being said, just looking at those two older people with younger people who want to take their money, I feel like Erica is probably going to die this season, guys. I really don't see why she could play a bigger role in the season, because as Candace said, there is nobody that has her back. There is nobody in her corner. And then the two people who quote unquote need her at the moment will kill her at the drop of a dime, because Erica is trying to prove herself to Candace, just as Candace had to do with Warlock. But then you have Veronica in the other corner who wants her dead just because you're another woman that my husband has touched and kissed and whatnot. So with that being said, I'm not saying I hate Erica. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, if anything, David's the idiot for not opening his eyes to, I wouldn't say opening his eyes to this scheme, but opening his eyes enough to say, I'm not going to let this woman move into my house when I don't even know her or her full situation. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Erica is going to survive to next season? Can you think of a reason that I haven't pointed out that would make her vital to the show to warrant her being in there longer than she is now? But again, I feel like this is a good conversation. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you later.